type, just real BBN talk. How's everybody doing? I'm gonna give everybody a chance to come in the room first before we get started. I just want to just kind of talk about something before we get the show kicked off. Let me. Happy to have you guys here with me tonight. Yes, sir. We're gonna do this. Yes, we are. We are about to do it, my people. About to have a talk. Come on in. We're gonna have this talk tonight. You know, and as soon as I go live, guess what? I forgot to put my dang on alarm on. Let me set this right here. That's kind of loud. I just gotta take care of something over here. You guys know what I do behind the scenes. Give me a minute. Paste right here. Don't really have anything. Yeah. BBN. Love you guys, man. Come on in the room. Just let people come on in the room for a couple of minutes, and we'll get started with this. I promise you. This is what we do. It's always good to look forward to the Thursday night call-in show. As soon as this right here goes through, that would be good. Let me know where you're watching from, and also if you don't mind, go ahead right now. If you're just coming in the room, I know people come in and they forget to do it, so go ahead and double tap that like button for me. Give me that thumbs up for the video. Let's start getting out here so YouTube can get this set it up, can share it out for us. We here having a good time. Might as well bring more people into the family. Let's do it. Okay, let me go back. Cool, got that. And let me see. Yeah, do this right here. Man, I'm happy to have you guys in here with me tonight. Cool. Okay. Now let me put this, and then we can get rolling. What up, people? You guys know I gotta take care of the stuff behind the scenes. Thank you guys. Right now, we got 13 people, 16 people in the room. That means we should have 16 thumbs up right now. As soon as you come into the room, just go ahead and double tap that thumbs up. Let's get the algorithms going. Let's get YouTube to say, let's show this video out. So I say this sometimes. I think tonight is probably more so than none. Tonight's show could actually be a 15-minute show, or it could really be a hour and a half show. It really depends on the calls. Hope if you try to call in, we got 19 people looking right now. Go ahead and double tap that thumbs up right now while you're in here, so you don't even have to forget. Just go ahead and do it. You're in the room. Hit that thumbs up right now. I want to have I just want to have a heart to heart. Sorry about that. I just want to have a real brief heart to heart. We got a lot of new listeners. We got a lot of new subscribers here over the past couple of weeks, which is exactly what we want. But because of that, people that's been here for a while, they know who we are. They know what we do here on the Loyal BBN Fan Show, and because of that, we have a lot of people who watch who don't comment. People come in to see kind of what the show is about. Is this just another show that beats people down and whatever. I want you guys to know how much I love the show. I want you guys to also know is that everyone who's on this show is valued more than you know. Everyone. I love the personalities that we have. I love that we can be ourselves. But for the new people who are joining us, and you might just be behind the scenes and you could be the first time you watch it, I want you guys to understand something about this. We have a level that we do here at the Loyal BBN Fan Show because we're a family. And when you're a family, we uphold ourselves to a high standard. And what I mean by that is I've always prided myself when I started doing this show is the thing that we won't do. We will be transparent. We will be ourselves. We will cut up. We will have fun. We will be angry. There's going to be times when we cry together for emotional times. But one thing that we don't do here at the Loyal BBN Fan Show is we don't bash the coach and we don't bash players. I know people gonna say, "Well, these guys are grown men now. Now they're getting paid money," but I don't care. I don't care what other platforms do. I don't care what they talk about. I don't care how hard they go at players and on and off the court. Here at the Loyal BBN Fan Show, I set a standard when I first got into this. And the day that I changed that to where I have to attack players and coaches' character and everything else in between except what's on the court or what's on the football field, then it's time for me to hit delete and go on about my life. We don't do that here at the Loyal BBN Fan Show. There's no issues here. I just feel like it's very important because we're getting a lot of new people here that I let people know exactly who we are. We're not bashing players here at all. Whatever they do on the off court, it is sort of what it is. Okay. And it's all about the way that we deliver what we're saying. And that's it. And we're not going to beat this up. I just want new people to understand what you're walking into and what we're asking you to subscribe to. We asking you to subscribe to a family atmosphere. We ask you to subscribe to a page where we, as the host, where we don't cuss on our shows. We also are a show that we try our best to limit the cussing, even in the comments. We can't control everything. We're gonna miss everything, but that's the viewers. If viewers choose that when they want to cuss, if the viewers choose that they want to bash the players, we are a platform that gives people a chance to just vent. That doesn't mean that we have to acknowledge what they say. We don't have to agree with what they say, but we're giving people a platform so they can come and really just say what's on their mind. And I don't have any issues with that. But when you say a comment or something that we don't agree with, it might not be put on the screen. And if you wonder if you're a person that enjoys just bashing the players and the coaches and everything like that, you might be someone that might not see your comments up on the screen very often. But we try to spread it out and we try to get people up on the screen so we can acknowledge them and that's a way of us saying thank you. But once again, we are a show that we're not going to change who we are. None of us. I love each one of us on the show. We're going to continue to be open. We're going to continue to tell you what our thoughts are. And I love that about each one of us. And we're going to have fun with it. So with that being said, let's get into the call show. And I just wanted all the new subscribers, the ones behind the scenes. If you came in, you've only seen one, maybe two shows, and your perception of the show is always, we may bash players or coaches or whatever. We're upset because here at Kentucky, we have a certain level that we expect here at Kentucky. And I'm not going to ask anybody on this show to downplay that. The passion of who we are as fans, that's what we're going to continue to do throughout the duration while we have this platform. If people want to go, if other platforms want to continue to do that, I have no issues with that. That's none of my business. I stay in my lane. I stay what I can. I stay in what we can control here at the Loyal BBN Fan Show. Okay. So with that being said, let's get into the show. And I love everybody. This is not throwing no shade on anybody. I just want new people to understand who we are. We don't cuss on the show. We don't bash coaches, and we don't bash players. That's just a decision that we made early on. That's just not what we're going to do, and we've been doing an absolutely freaking amazing job at it too. And I want every last one of the people that's on the show, Jimmy, Leah, and BC, they should all pat themselves on the back because they're doing a freaking amazing job here. So let's keep this up and let's get into this show. Once again, guys, this right here can be a 15-minute show. This right can be an hour and 30-minute show. I'm going to get the link so I can post it in the. Guess I should have got that open right here. Probably won't even let me. Let me get this link ready. I can just post it right here. Don't see if I can. So here's the link to the show, guys. Once again, I appreciate everybody joining in tonight. It means a lot to me. I think Stokes will be committing April 11th. I'm excited to see what Stoops is going to do, Big Blue. I don't know what Stoops. Stokes. I don't know what he's going to do. I know Jimmy and Leah. They do an amazing job keeping up with all that. I don't see where they really feeling all that positive about getting him. So I don't know if we gonna get him or not. I kind of trust what they do, and if they feel like we got a great opportunity, man, I get excited. If not, I guess we just move on. I agree totally. We can't be concerned with cultural comedies. We just also need to take a look in the mirror as fans. What part do we play in the success or failure of the program? Um, Absolutely, Kentucky Jelly. I think that's peanut. I agree with you 100%, and that's one of the topics that we can talk about tonight when you call in. When everyone calls in, this is free Thursday night. Whatever's on your mind, you can talk about it, and we can do that. I just got to get this. Here's a link right here. I can post it right here. Now, from my understanding, since Jason Hart has left, it may not be good for Kentucky when it comes to Stokes. I think he was, of course, the main recruiter for him. He gone. So what I want to come to Kentucky for? I don't have anybody that I'm close to. But then again, I don't know that well if that's the case or not. 2 weeks ago, Pope can't miss out. 2 weeks and Pope. Yep, that's it, Doug. He can't miss out on the portal. But Doug, let me ask you a question, Doug, because you've been sticking by the Stokes story. You've been sticking by getting Stokes forever. With Jason Hart leaving, have you wavered on your thoughts about getting Stokes? Will Stokes still be a Kentucky Wildcats? Doug has been one of those guys that's for weeks now, months, that has been saying we're getting Stokes, we're getting Stokes. So for the sake of everything, just so we can say, Doug, you nailed it. I hope we get Stokes. I do. Stokes at SMU could be. He could go to SMU now. I mean, you never know, man. You never know. Players they and SMU doesn't really have a good football team. I'm not sure if they even have one. I'm not sure. They probably got a football team, but um, they probably hey, let's go all in on this one player. They may they may dump the bank on him. It's crazy. Any thoughts on Mason Williams? No, I haven't. I just hate Kevin Wells. Good. Hey, thank you for the show, man. I don't have anything on Mason Williams. My apologies for that. Um, I just woke up, so I'm not sure if anything just happened. If anybody else can answer for Kevin Wells about any thoughts on Mason Williams, please throw that in the chat, okay? Someone said, "I hope." He says, "I hope he goes to SMU. He can't hurt us here." Hey, all positive thinking. Woo, woo, sow. I agree. Make sure you guys smash that like button. We got 68 people in here watching right now. What's stopping you from hitting the like button? That takes 1 second, people. Come on, man, smash that like button. I still think Popes has a long shot getting Stokes. Well, that has definitely changed. Your narrative has actually changed, Doug, from a few days ago. And that's the crazy thing about college basketball is like today, everything looks good and smooth and cozy, and then tomorrow, it totally looks different. It goes from we getting him, well, he got a long shot. So it things change, and I think it's so important in this new era of college basketball is that we are flexible. Stokes to SMU is wow. 83 silver. It is, man. Make sure I said your name right. Yeah. Let me put that up here. That is, I mean, it's wild when you got SMU who can go get a recruit like that over Kentucky. That that just lets you know where college basketball is at today. Like, let's just be real. Years ago, you would never really hear them throw this time. Years ago, you would never really hear or even imagine that a number one recruit in the nation, number one NBA draft prospect, would choose a school like SMU over Kentucky, or even it be considered. It just wouldn't, or over any true blue blood. I mean, SMU, who? Like, you don't even think about SMU. Who is that? Southern Methodist Uni. Come on, and this is no knock on him, no knock on SMU, but I'm just saying, like, hey, who goes there over Kentucky or a blue blood at that? Like Nike and UK boosting going on all in on Stokes. Well, a couple of weeks from now, we'll be seeing exactly we'll be seeing exactly that. That's for sure. I'm gonna have to go over here so I can figure out how to. That's on YouTube, so I can't. Oh, yes, I can. trying to get this. So I'm gonna post the link. I already posted the link in the chat, guys, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm getting inside now so I can actually pin it so it's at the top of the page. And once again, if you guys are my hips and my knees are really hurting, um, I took a lot of pills before I went to bed, and then I woke up and sat back in this seat, and it reminded me that you still hurting. Let me get this right here for you guys. There you go. So the message is it's actually up top there. It's pinned, it's highlighted. You can click the link. Hopefully you can get through. I know some people have trouble with getting through. Some people is able to. I don't know if it's once you start calling in a lot, then it makes it a lot easier for you to get in. But at the top of the page, it should be pinned, right? Yeah, it should be pinned. Let me make sure I got that. Yeah, I just don't see it yet myself. But at the top of the page, it's highlighted. You should be able to click the link, and there's no phone number, and I can let you in. And this is about you guys talking, and about me and the viewers listening. Cool, cool. Let's do it. Matter of fact, we got 71 people in here. I need to know who in here has not. Hey, David Enix, good to see you, my brother. Shipmate, good to see you. I need to know who in here refuses to hit the like button. Because if so, then as we say in the Navy, then you are wrong, shipmate. You need to hit that like button immediately. I'm just saying with Pope in the position he's in right now, going after Williams isn't a good look right off the bat. And yes, he's coming off an injury, but he's the best guard going. Okay, so what Mason Williams? I'm sorry, can you Skill Dragon? Thank you so much for that too as well. What team does Mason pay for? What team does he play for? And you say he's injured? Dude, that's a very. I think there's a lot of touchy subjects with Kentucky right now, but going after a player that is what kind of injury are we talking about as well too? Crazy how Purdue and Texas are playing right now, and we beat both of them. Yeah, that's crazy. And Texas ain't supposed to be here, man. And look at it just takes a time just to get hot. Looks like the number well as people say, you can't call a Texas, even though they're 11th seed, you can't call them a Cinderella team. They do kind of play in the SEC. So even though they didn't have the best year in the SEC or whatever, then at least you can say they're in the SEC. So um, they still can play ball. No high school is no high school. I'm talking about Dayton Thomas Jr. from LSU is hurt, but he's the best guard. Who what Jasper? What is what is his injury? See, once again, guys, I probably should, but I don't. I don't really keep up with recruiting or the portal like a lot of people do, and but I really don't. So if I'm asking questions that maybe seem like I should probably know, I don't. I got way too much going on, and I'm just trying to just stay afloat, even with this. Mom, mom is the word. Mom, Jasper. I hope Jasper's staying, man. I want to make it clear on this show. Jasper didn't have the best year. Um, I think he came into the year thinking that I'm a two guard, I'm a shooting guard. That's the position I'm going to play. And when that didn't go the way that it should have, that we hoped it did, uh, I won't be surprised if he leaves. In my book, I think he's gone. But if he stays, I would definitely. I mean, once again, a lot of people are gonna be like, "Yeah, he needs to leave. He needs to go," and that's okay. Like I said, I always say people is entitled to their opinions and their feelings. For me, I would love for Jasper to stay one more year. I think when he can play his natural position and he put some weight on, little weight on, and he can defend, I think Jasper can really help us. But you gotta playing defense is a choice. Like you gotta want to play defense. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be a guy who wants to say, put me up against the hardest guy on the floor on the other team. Not everybody's willing to do that. It's the reason why Ortega was tasked with that a lot of times. That was the reason why Aberdeen was given that opportunity. So you got to be a special person who really, really, really wants to play defense. And I hope we can. This is not the NBA where defense is optional. This is college basketball. You got to play defense. You just do. I also heard BG was falling hard. Ooh, BG's going with SMU. Once again, players follow coaches, and that's crazy. You just leave. Hart just left, and he's already taking his people with him. We see it all the time. It shouldn't be no surprise. That's college basketball for you, or college sports. I'm leaving. I want to take you with me. Cool, go down there. I'm trying to figure out how Brandon Garrison would play good with Stokes, though. We'll have to see. Joshua also won't say PH, and we didn't have the personnel to leave him in the game. Oh yeah, won't say hey so gas. I'm trying to read what you're saying. Jasper also what was the name? Oh, Jasper wasn't a ball handler, and we didn't have the personnel to leave him in the game without hurting us. He's a type of player that catches far, and we could use him. We could use him. I agree right with that statement right there. We can actually really, really use him for sure. I'm glad I didn't bet. I love Julie. She's funny. What was Julie at? I'm glad I didn't. Julie, hey, if somebody thinks you funny in the group, I appreciate that. So whatever you're saying, keep it going, okay? We appreciate it as well. But Hart also said he wasn't taking players with him. Okay. So and see, guys, look, this is the thing, man. Like it's so much information out there, and we all interpret things differently than the person next to us. I say that because I may see something over here on this website, and you may see something over here on this website, and we get totally different, conflicting things about it. You may feel like he's going to take players with him, and you get from the article or whatever he's not going to take anything with anybody with him. Does that mean that there's nobody on Kentucky that he feels like is worthy to follow him to SMU? So there's many ways that you can there's many ways that you can actually look at this scenario. Um, as far as what Jason Williams does, who he takes with him, who comes back, this is got to be such a critical part or a critical time for Kentucky basketball. Once again, guys, we have been live now for 22 minutes. Nobody's called in. Um, if you hit the link at the top of the page, you can call in. This is about you talking, not about me. So, not for me to agree or disagree with what you're saying. This is about you as a fan having an opportunity to speak and be heard. So, if anybody wants to call in, we'll go to the. If nobody's calling in by the 30-minute mark, guys, then we'll end the show. Okay. Uh, we've been doing a lot of talking here lately, and I make this call in show so other people can talk outside of us. So I hope you guys will take advantage of that and please do so because we love hearing the variety. And it's crazy because it only gets really nobody wants to call until somebody calls. Everybody wants to start calling in. So please um, go ahead and do that. Again, 53. Let's go. We have 84. Yeah, I mean, we got 53 likes so far, which is appreciate you guys. Very very humbled with 54 with 53 likes within 24 minutes. Thank you guys. But if you're in here, if you're part of the 85, if we can count you as a number, can we count on you to smash that like button? Clean your hands, please. Just pray for Cutter Bowling. Goose says Hawthorne will be a star. Well, I can't wait to see him. I can't. I can't wait to see him out there with that ball. If I was him, like I would just put on my headphones, put on some shades, and let me tell you, I would just go to work in that weight room. I mean, go to work in that weight room. It would be such a high priority for me to put on some weight. It would be such a high priority for me to put on some muscle, and I would just go hard at it. Texas is taking the lead over Purdue. Um, I ain't gonna lie, man. I think I can be okay with Texas beating Purdue. I don't have any beef with Texas, um, Goose. So call in if you want to. If you're having trouble calling in, let me know. Crazy color bully family. Goose and Hawthorne, like a mint. Ooh, he's like a mint. Okay, a mint and hey, a mint smooth, man. I know we beat them down there and everything, but a mint, man, that kid can ball, man. And not to say that he can't ball. That's crazy. We all wanted him here at Kentucky. But going back to BYU, going back to his BYU shooting three next seasons. Okay, is he going to have the personnel though, Doug? Here's the thing: you can't go back to this system if you don't have the shooters. We don't have a Kobe. We don't have a Kobe Braille walking through the door no more to fit that system. Who are you going to get in here that can fit that system really, really well? And see, here's the thing with Jasper. I think Jasper in this in this system right here. I think Jasper would be good if he's able to be in that role. I do. People can say what they want to say, and I still stand by. He still needs to play defense. But I think if we're going to go back to the 3 point thing, like Coach Pope wants to do, I think Jasper's good. I think Jasper can really get his shot up, and I would like to see him come back. If that's going to be the case, I don't have any ill will whether these guys leave. If they want to leave, what's best for them and their family. Hey man, I take my hats off to them, and I appreciate you for being a wildcat for the time frame that you was here. That's why Keegan was hired. Is he a GM though? Is Keegan, and what experience? Tell me as a fan, why should I be excited about Keegan getting hired? Who is he, and what has he done that says he deserves to be a GM or a big time guy or recruiter at Kentucky? But I don't even think I even want to hear what he does. I just want to see results. You understand what I'm saying? Like when you get when you buy certain things, you don't really care how it's made. You just want whenever you get it, you just want it to work. If we gonna hire him, then I want it to work. I want it to be successful. Mo won us a few games with his defense. I hope Mo comes back. And Julie, I'm with you, and that's why people say, well, Jasper's this and Jasper's that. You know what? That's fine. I think in the right system, I would hate to see him go to a school like Alabama or North Carolina and then go there and just light it up. And we just say to ourselves, well, did we run him off too? Speaking of runoff, I asked a question this week is, and it's a little, I mean, it got some traction and it got some real debates going on. So I ask you guys right now, since we're in the group together, because I'm not sure if I asked this on the show earlier in the week. Um, are Kentucky fans, and I think BC made a couple of videos about it too. Is the fan base um, delusional in realizing that they? I need the real question. I asked it here on Facebook, on YouTube as well, but I want to ask it exactly the way, and I don't ask questions to. Um, where's that at right here? Is nope, it's not it. Where's it at? Wow, thought I had it. Where is it at? Is it that old? No. Wow, no, it's not that old. I just asked a question. Don't forget, guys, hit that like button. And also, the link is at the top of the page if you want to call in. Also, a big shout out to the Lady Cats. I know they're getting ready to play Tennessee in that sweet. Where's that at, man? Like, are you kidding me? Like, why come I can't find that? Maybe it's just my eyes. Realistically, has it really been that? Wow, bro. I didn't think it had been that long since I asked that question. I don't know what it. I don't know. Anyway, my whole point, my fault for the silence. I didn't really mean to do that, but um, my whole point of the question is: does are UK fans in denial that they can cause a coach or a recruit whether they want to decide whether they want to come to Kentucky or not? That's pretty much the question that I asked, and I asked it here on YouTube as well too. Are they in denial that their actions can alter whether a coach or a player comes to Kentucky? Put your comments in the block, or better yet, call in. So we hit the 30-minute marks, guys. So we have a dilemma to make. I said we're gonna go to the 30-minute mark. If we don't have any call-ins, we'll probably end the show because this is a call-in show. It gives me a chance to just listen to you guys talk, and it also gives me a chance to take a break from talking. That's why this right here, Keegan is a GM with 5A title. I don't like that. Then is he worth? Is can he get the job done? Kentucky versus Texas in women's Sweet 16. Yep. Um, Sam Bostick. Big shout out to the Lady Cats, man. They gotta go get this win. I think the Lady Cats can actually beat Texas. I do. We had like 24, 25 turnovers at Texas when we played them, and we only lost by 9. We only lost by 9. Let that set in. Texas beat up on South Carolina. I think we can beat Texas if we bring our A game. And Tony Morgan and Boone, they're gonna have to not turn the basketball over. We're gonna have to play the cleanest basketball game that we played in a long time because turnovers are killing us. We had turnovers against West Virginia, and they almost beat us. Like we left the ball in their hands and and let them have the decision whether they want to win the ball game or not. That that was scary. That was really emotional because we led that whole ball game. We did. So, man, Texas holding on to these guys. When they were at BYU, they were limited recruiting. Brown found all these great players and made. Let me see. Put this up on. When they were at BYU, they were limited recruiting. Brown found all these great players and made it fit. Okay, well, he better get to work right now, Dan, because we need it. That's for sure. It's going to be on ABC. I got ABC here. I think I do. So I think I'll be able to watch it, even though the Army doesn't hire someone he or she can shoot a gun. Bro, uh, hurt, hurt Heart was a loss for us. Let Fox go too. Too old school for us at this time. A lot has changed. Yeah, a lot has changed. But Dan, let me ask you a question, Dan. Since you say that, you said a lot has changed and we need to let Fox go. Um, Let me ask you a question on do you agree? This is for Dan, okay? Um, Danny, ooh, that the do you believe that people, some people still talking about bring Rick Pitino back, bring Rick back for the GM, bring him back from the front office or something. Do you agree that bringing? I mean, you just said that Fox was old, or he, older, so maybe he's kind of out of touch with what's going on in this new age of basketball. With that, I mean, I know Rick Pitino is going to be playing in the Sweet 16. But would that be a good idea to bring Rick Pitino back to Kentucky at his? I think he was 72, 73. Would that be a good? I mean, is that a good idea to bring him back? I mean, I said he knows he's a genius when it comes to basketball, but at this particular point, don't you want someone who's maybe more understanding what's? I don't know, because evidently he's winning, so he does something. He's doing something right. But I'm just curious. Pope system needs a elite point guard. That should be the number one priority of the transfer portal. Yep. OBS, you're absolutely right, and um, I will never waver from that. I strong, and I don't think many people's going to argue with that as well too. Of course, we need a shooter. We need some shooters, but if you don't have a point guard, I mean, we're just going to be all out of shape, all out of whack. No one can get us together. No one can get us lined up. No one can just the validity of the game and just have a flow to it without a solid point guard, someone that can score when needs to, can get downhill, can distribute. We need that in a and I like what BC says about we say that we can get two more point guards in here, two more elite point guards, but when you look at it, what elite point guard wants to come to the University of Kentucky just to set the bench or just to not start? Like these guys want to go start. Yeah, they want their money, but these guys also want to go start. These guys want to be on the floor. They want to play basketball. So how do you persuade unless you bring in another top-notch guard and you convince Jalen Lowe to stay, but to come off the bench? It's a lot of ego issues that we have to deal with here because guys come here and guys want to be on the floor. Guys want to play, and how can you blame them? I'm an athlete. I want to compete, so you can't be upset with that. The question is, how do you really persuade that though? Because there right there can be a very fine line in telling the guy, I really want you to come to Kentucky, but you're probably going to come off the bench. That's hard. Vandy from Tanner getting. Now, if Tanner comes back to college for Vandy, he ain't transferring. I can tell you right now, that dude loves being at Vandy. So, but then again, people play for the money a lot of times too. But you got to think about Tanner from Vanderbilt. What nobody want him, and Vandy took a chance on him, and now he's a superstar there. And I think he's going to take him. They battling, man. They are battling the SEC and that Big Ten. They are freaking battling, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's guys that want to be there. Big Mike, can you read my comment, please? And let me see where we at right here. Hold on one second. I can go back up for a second. Let me see. Where's it at? Um, yeah, I'm looking for your icon. Hold on. I haven't seen it. Unless you're talking about this one. Yeah. Dad, welcome to the show, man. Ma'am, I'm sorry. Um, is this the comment you want me to throw up? If you can rewrite it, I'll look for it and I'll throw it up for you, okay? Also, Keegan, because Keegan helped Pope with the first roster, Armani, Butler, etc., and never got credit. It's why he got hired. Ooh, okay. I can deal with that. Kentucky wins or lose. Thank you so much. Well, actually, that wasn't you. It's Kentucky. Kentucky till you die. Let me give the right credit to who said that. Yeah, I just see Kentucky wins and loses in the group, so I always got to say what's up to my man. Yeah, maybe we have direction now from Keegan, but I'm struggling to see it. I am too. So I'm trying to, as they say, let's make it make sense. Can we make it make sense, people? Absolutely. Uh, Cincy Tucky, Cincy, yeah, Cincy, Cincy Tucky Sports. Hey, it's good to see you. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you so much. Absolutely, it's good to see you. Is anyone else knows what players fits Pope's system more than Pope himself? Isn't that a problem? Like what? What players do fit his system? You just got to be a shoot. Uh, it looks like, from my understanding, is we need a big like Williams who can bring the ball up the court, who can still get the offense started, and still he's very competitive down low. Because it looked like when we was using Williams last year, it looked like things just not this past year because this year is over. So we can actually really say the prior year with Pope's first year, it looked like Williams really did well in his system, but he had a big who could pass the ball, who would rebound, who could score. That's what we need. And we got to ask ourselves, Moreno, can he get it done? The question is, does Moreno even come back to Kentucky next year? Not go pro, but would he transfer? It's just, you get so many conflicting um, thoughts that it's like it's hard to keep up with all this. It's hard to juggle it. It's hard to be like, yeah, this is what's going on. This is con. I want concrete information. That's what I want. So that's why for me, when it comes to stuff like that, tell me the day that they say I'm coming back. Verbally, publicly, social media. There are real accounts, not no burner accounts, but real accounts. I'm coming back. Um, beef baloney. Beef baloney says Brown has never played basketball in his life. So to help with recruiting, ain't naming kids. No. I don't know if we're gonna bring in John Wall. I really don't. I mean, has his name been thrown out there to bring in to help with recruiting? I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, it's really about the money and how do we structure a contract that fits the player and the team. And once they come, are they going to be able to maximize what we ask them to do? Otherwise, we lose. It's been happening a lot, and I'm tired of losing. But let's just be let's just be real. I don't think so. You guys think Moreno Moreno is coming back? He said he would. He said he would, or he said he is. I think there's a difference. A lot of players says I would love to be back in at Kentucky, but or I would love to be back at this university. And then we look up and breaking news, so and so has left the program. I'm like, did you just tell me that you would like to be at Kentucky? But we live in the NIL area where we can say the same thing happened with Denzel in Florida. The numbers didn't work out, so I left. You see what I'm saying? I want to stay at Florida, but the numbers didn't work out. So how you gonna tell me that you're gonna leave a perennial team in this new era of college basketball like Florida because the numbers don't work out? So is it about winning championships? Is it about competing for championships every year, or is it about getting money? Because if it's about winning championships, let's do everything we can to work out this thing. Let's get the numbers right. I'm willing to work with the numbers because I feel like that this team has what it takes to win a national championship again to repeat. To repeat. Oh, you gonna offer me $1 million? I'm gone. Hello, Kentucky. I'm so happy to be here. I wanted to be here for a long time. Thank you. I'm so happy. I feel blessed. Now, the numbers work for you. And we get to a point where now I would be okay if players just say the numbers was better at this particular school. And I liked it. Just, I mean, let's be transparent. We're not really, for me, I'm not personally looking forward to people being like, yeah, man, or a player being like, man, I had to come to Kentucky because I wanted to be at Kentucky. No, dog. It might be a little truth to that, but no, the numbers worked out for you. And that's just the new age that we in. So Keegan Brown is supposed to keep Poe from overspending. I hope he's an accountant. Marino said he was coming back. Why wouldn't he? He's a starter. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any. And see, this is the problem with being on social media, Dave, is that when you watch certain people, they make it seem like he's not that happy. Like I'm in Saudi Arabia. I'm not in Lexington, Kentucky. I don't have any access to these players, their families, their associates, their agents. So when you hear people who have access behind closed doors to the big people involved, and they give you the impression that players are not really that happy. I can put on a smile because that's what I do, but I'm not really that happy. So while I say the right things, at the end of the day, I'm out of here. Travis Perry, I'm a Kentucky guy. I love Kentucky. Oh, I'm out. I'm going to Ole Miss. I'm a Kentucky guy. I love Kentucky. I want to play in Kentucky. Oh, I'm out. I'm going somewhere else. You see what I'm saying? So it's like we know for a fact we can also say things with our mouth in public, but behind closed doors we like, well, when's the right time for me to put this message out that I'm leaving? So once again, and until it happens, I do hold a little reserve of getting too excited. I want him back. This is not me saying I don't want him back. I want him back. But once again, this is why it's kind of hard to listen to people because you get your hopes up just to be let down. Mark Folkstead at UK Pope calling people mother. Uh, Julie, I love you here on the show, and I appreciate it. We don't really use that language here on the Loyal BBN Fan Show. I have to tell you because I tell everybody who uses language like that, we just don't use those words here at the channel. But you're always welcome here with us. Believe me. Mark Pope Marino needs to work on his hands. His hands are soft. Not attacking him, not attacking his character. I'm attacking what he needs to do in order to be a better player at Kentucky or period in basketball. His hands was too soft at the wrong time. And it's crazy because during games or during regular season or whatever you want to call it, he was good. But for some reason down the stretch, the last part of the season, I don't know if his hands was hurting. I don't know what was going on. I did hear about his friend. His best friend was killed in a car accident. And somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, but I heard his friend got killed in a car accident. Maybe the day of the ball game or something like that. The day before the ball game. So maybe that was something that was it had to be on his mind. So if that's the case, then definitely prayers out to the young man's family and everything, and prayers out to Malachi for that too. That is a very very painful experience. That's for sure. Love to visit and see playing here in Kentucky. He might be our first recruit. But is he hurt though? Is Mason Williams is he hurt? That's what someone said that he's hurt though. So is he? Because if he's hurt, I don't know. I just don't know if I'm touching that or not. I just don't. And then again, it depends on what part of his body is hurt too. Like I mean, JQ's a big dude, and his knee is hurt. Part of what his identity is getting up and down off the floor. That knee, if it ain't right, it's gonna have some. It's gonna put an effect on it. So it also depends on what's wrong with Mason and what his injury is. Now I know the HIPAA or whatever the Medical Act of 1974 and all that. Maybe I can't figure that stuff out, but I probably shouldn't know that because I looked at my medical record in the military for way too long. Oh, he not hurt. Okay, he not hurt. Okay, for some reason, I thought somebody up top said that he was injured a little bit. So thanks for clearing that up, Doug. Thank you. Though, why didn't he commit when he was on campus? See, you see how this looks and the perceptions of if you love Kentucky that much and you say you love Kentucky that much, then why didn't you commit while you was on campus? Now, if he's just trying to do all his visits, then that's different. But maybe he already committed. Maybe they just waiting to actually put it out. I don't know. But that's a good question. If you say you love and you want to be in Kentucky and you come on an official visit, then guess what? And you don't commit. So what are we doing? Like, do you want to be in Kentucky or do you not? Because you realize we don't have any players. And when I get a chance to sign a player, whether it's you or whether it's somebody else, I'm signing them. So if you want to be part of this university of these Kentuckys, then guess what? You'll commit today. Money. That's it. It's money. So it ain't. I'm every day I get a little bit better at acceptance that people don't want to come here. And it makes me to be that much less angrier because guys are not coming to play here. They would like to win this, but it doesn't matter where they get to win this at as long as they get that money. It is. Going for Williams wasn't a good look for for saving um, for swing. I'm just saying. I'm strictly interested in April the 7th to the 21st. That's man, I tell you, when you talk about people are going to especially BBN when that transfer portal opens, People are going to be online looking for every single article, even video that they possibly can to try to get a better understanding of where these young men are going to be going at um, next year. If what schools they're going to hit. Duke, BYU, Florida, Texas Tech wants him. That tells you what kind of player he is. Yeah, it is. Can he? Is he the kind of player that can come? Big Mike Pope can. Hold on one second, Dave. Is he the kind of player that can come here and that's a game changer? He can start at point guard and he can really help us. Is he that type of player? If you got those kind of teams that wants him, it's something to him. Duke and Florida, Texas Tech, they're not gonna go out here and just pull anybody in. Like they want people that can come in from day one, hit the ground running, and then they can be effective. Let me throw what David, Big Mike can Pope can have MJ, Bird, Magic, and Barkley on his team, but if he can't leave them in, there you go. Yeah. How can you? How can anyone disagree with this statement right here by David? I don't know how people can disagree with that. Pope can have MJ, Bird, Magic, and Barkley on his team, but if he can't leave them in the game to get a rhythm, then it doesn't matter if he has the best in the world or not. Do you guys see that changing? Do you think Coach Pope will really take a look at that in the offseason and says he got to do better? I'm thinking Williams was looking for a money offer to take to the next college, and that's what they're doing. That's the stress that we deal with as a fan base of is are we getting trolled? Are we being leveraged? This school wants to offer me $900,000. So what you got? What you gonna give me? You gonna break that $1 million limit? Are you gonna do it? I'm gonna go somewhere else if you don't. If Mason comes here, he's a backup. Man, just the amount of knowledge that you guys have of these players is crazy. Appreciate it though, man. You do. But I tell you, you guys follow these players. Uh, Mason is a three-level scorer, and he's a three-level scorer. And he's okay with how big is he? I gotta look. I look him up. You can tell me now, but I look him up and I see what kind of player he is. It's always about leverage now on defense. Definitely right. Yeah. No more damaged goods is my request. King Mon, King Mondo. For me, that's the same thing that I'm saying too. Like a guy may be really, really good, but if he's coming off injuries, you just don't know. He could be, he could be good, but these players are just one bump, one fall. Like there's nothing like seeing a player go up that's injured and knowing he's got to come down. The question is, how does he come down? And does he come down and he's back down the court? Does he come down and roll an ankle? Does it? And I get it, injuries happen, but when you come in with injuries, you're just an injury. You're just a play away. Even a non-contact call or a foul or something can lead to an injury that can put you on the sideline for a while. But that's what my position was alluding to when I said it would look bad on Pope for going after him first before any other bigger name guards. Ooh, that's a good point. Now, Skill Dragon, I guess I got to ask the question: if he goes after him, is he selling you can come off the bench? Is he selling that? If he's selling that, then he's 6'2". I would love to have a 6'4" guard. 6'4" guard would I mean, see Tyler Eulis, he changed the game for me when it comes to point guards and thinking you gotta have this big, strong, tall point guard. But not everybody's built like him. In this game and time, it would be good to have a 6'4", 6'5" guard. It would be. I mean, because they can shoot over people, they can still guard. They can guard probably multiple positions on the floor because of the height and the length. This is as stressful as this is. This is really fun and this is really interesting just to see how it all really unfolds. That's for sure. So, guys, we've been on for 54 minutes. Basketball needs Kentucky in the Final Four. College basketball is just, I don't care. You can tell me what you want to, but for me, college basketball is just better when Kentucky's um, it's just better when Kentucky's in playing late in March. It just is. It gives March that authentic feel like the best of the best is really in. But I guess the question is the best of is Kentucky still considered the best of the best? That narrative seems to be changing. I mean, people don't care if Kentucky now the TV do because the TV knows what kind of ratings they get. Even on a horrible year, a so-called horrible year, we're still right behind Duke, not Michigan, not not North Carolina, not Purdue, Kentucky, still not Kansas, not Wisconsin, not none of these schools, not Purdue. Kentucky is still number two when it comes to all those rankings for TV and everything. That means Kentucky, to some people, still moves the needle. They just do. You know how much I like Noah's game. If he can't play like he did against Tennessee, then he needs to be replaced also. See, to be able to say this, if you haven't been watching this show very much, David is a big supporter of Noah. And if he can come, if David, if you can come out and say this about a young man that you have a lot of joy and a lot of pride in watching, then that means nobody's off. And I'm telling you what, David loves Noah. And when you can be transparent like that, is Texas winning? My TV froze. Favorite, get back over here. They're on CBS, right? I think Texas is up. Yep. Come on, man. Ooh, 6 minutes to go. Purchase on Purdue. Big Mike, you might need to repost the link to call in. I don't see it at the top of my screen. Okay, let me try that one more time. Okay. Thank you, Travis, for letting me know that. I didn't know that until now. Um, so let me get that right here put back up again. Oh, did I already do it? So I unpinned it. Oh well, let me do it again then, because it flew. Once I did that, it flew. Okay, man, you guys are knocking them comments out tonight. I can't even go back and get it. See if oh no, right here. When I asked you guys to put the comments in, man, you guys are putting the comments in. Thank you. I'm looking over here on YouTube and these comments are just rolling. There's no way for me to see everything. Uh, okay, so can someone tell me if it's pinned at the top of the page now? Because it should be. Let me open this up and see if I can see it with the chat. Nope, still not up there. So why not, man? Why isn't this right here being pinned? Pinned. Okay, for some reason I'm not really sure, but the link is right here, and I can just if it's not being pinned, it's telling me that it is. But if it's not being pinned, then I can just keep posting it every couple of minutes. Look, you got to be able to close. Yeah, we at 73 guys. We at 73. That means we got 77 people in here. 75 people. That means only two people have not subscribed. For real. If you those two people, then you are wrong. And I appreciate it. And I say that with confidence, but mostly with love. There you go. Once again, the link is in the. Here's the link again. I don't know why it's not posting. Let me see, man. Something's just not right with this. I don't know why it's not letting me. It's saying that it's pinned, but I don't know. It just like it's not undo. Message is pinned. It's it. It's up on mine. So it is up at the top now. Yeah, so people can see it at the top of the page now. So the link is at the top of it is highlighted, and my name is highlighted in yellow and or white, whatever it is, and you guys can. Texas is winning. Dang. Oh, Texas is winning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought you said Purdue. There it is. Okay. So if you guys want to call in, there's the link. Please do so. Um, every time I come on here and say if nobody's calling in, it's gonna be a 30-minute show, and now we into an hour. You guys always get me, man. You guys always get me. I'm supposed to stick to my guns, but you guys get me, and we just keep rolling, and then we look up and we're an hour in, no phone calls, and yeah, we are gonna have a lot of players back next year. It will probably surprise a lot of people. Let me throw this up. Josh, thank you for that comment. I appreciate you. I hope you're right. We are going to have a lot of players back next year. It will probably surprise a lot of people. I hope so. I'm okay. We got a group of guys out here that know each other. We can bring in a few more pieces, and I think as we say, we can rock and roll. Mm, it's there now. Okay. I remember when Pitino had a platoon system and it did work. Yeah, they done went up by 4. Yes, sir. Come on, I'm probably behind a little bit, but my TV says 70 to 66, um, Texas. Ooh, yeah, he hooked him. Come on, man, really? Now they getting belligerent on these calls, man. They getting belligerent against Texas. Come on, SEC, let's go. Need one more to 80. We need one more like to get to 80. Can we get to 80 right fast? Um, 70, 66. Okay, thank you so much for that, David. Yeah, come on, Texas, let's go. Texas, look, man, Texas. Look where they at now. They still playing. You gotta want to play this game of basketball. You gotta show up every single night. You can't take a night off. Whether you the coaches, whether you the players, whether you the water boy, it does not matter. Playing this game of college basketball, you gotta show up every night. You just got to say, I'm tired, but I got to go. And I think at the end of the day, for me, even though we had injuries, and I still take that into consideration, that is a very, very big thing. But if you look at us as a team, we just didn't bring with the guys we had, which was capable of winning ball games. We just didn't bring it every single night. We took nights off, and we just had relapse. We had I'm oh man, I just get frustrated because I thought because I really believe that we had really had a really good team this year, and I just don't think we brought it every night. And I get it. Even I get what BC's saying is that you gotta just admit it. We was not the better team tonight. I get that, and I say that all the time. So I gotta eat my own words. But I just feel like when we bring our best, if we bring our best, we have an opportunity to win a lot of games, and we didn't do that whether we got the right pieces or whatever is in place. Um, we just didn't show up night in and night out, and you never knew what team was going to be there. And that's why you never could get it. We got 80 likes, guys, and we got a call in. Yes, sir. Let's get this call in. Hold on once. Hold on. I gotta change this out. I should probably already just do that. Come on, man. Where's that at? Rashad, I see you. Hold on for a second, my man. Rashad, hold on 1 second, okay? I won't be able to hear you
Yep.
unless I get my head. There we go. Rashad, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing all right, my brother. I'm trying to get my.
Is, can you hear me, Rashad? Oh, we lost him. Oh, there he's right there. I gotta hold on 1 second. Let me get him out of here first before I see if I can remove this. Can I remove him? I want to remove him because he's still gonna be on here. Hey,
All right, am I
Rashad, how
coming
you
through?
doing, man?
I'm doing all right, my man. It's my first time finally calling in on camera.
Hey, first time's always a good time, so I appreciate you, my brother. What's good with you?
Yes, sir. Man, listen, I'm not going to labor your time, but I just wanted to
No,
just
no, no,
share kind of where
no.
I'm.
You're good, bro. You're good.
Yes, sir. So I guess where I'm at with it, man, this season that we had, it didn't go the way that we would have liked, and we all know this. We all know what the issues are. I would like to think that we all know what we need to do moving forward, and one of those things for me that's going to be important. Understand, I love him. Is the moral philosophy that he has for the guys that he's going to seek out for this program. That's going to have to come down a little bit. Like you all have mentioned on this channel already, the landscape of college basketball with NIL has changed forever. Like this isn't 10, 15, 20 years ago. Those days are gone. I understand you want to have a core of people who have good character and that they appreciate Kentucky the program, but a lot of these kids don't even remember when Kentucky for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All they have is recent memories of the programs that are on top right now. So if we want to get back to that, we have to have elite players in the mix. This man, he has to kind of let up. Guys that appreciate the name on the front of the jersey. I understand, but you're gonna have a bunch of role players on your to be here, and this is Kentucky. It's not enough to just be happy to be here. We got something to compete for, and like you mentioned, yeah, we've kind of fallen from grace a little bit, but people are still interested in what's going on at Kentucky because we are Kentucky. But
Yeah.
if we want to get back to the glory, we got to get some people in here that can ball. You know what I'm saying? So I love him, the human. I always stress that because a lot of people have been giving Coach a lot of a lot of flack, and rightfully so. In some cases, I understand it, man. But things are changing. It's not the same. You know what I'm saying? So we got to do some things different, man. So that's kind of where I'm at moving forward as we get into the portal season and recruiting and all of that. Some stuff got to change. Point
Yeah.
blank. You know?
I heard someone say Coach Pope is still living in the '96 days. He has to move on
Mm-hmm.
from that, and
Yeah.
I'll be the first to say that as well too. It to us that's been following Kentucky for a while and want to be able to see a young man come and play basketball, or you could say this about any fan base, about any sport, and you want to see those guys or women come and play because of a name, Kentucky on the front of the jersey. But I'm sorry, those days are gone. Like
Yep.
those days, now they still might have love because they might have watched Kentucky a little bit growing up or whatever. So they still may
Mm-hmm.
still have that love. But if we're being honest with ourselves as fans, we just have to come to a realization is that while we love Kentucky, and these kids are going to come and then they're going to go, and we're still going to be here. Not everybody's walking through the door just because it's Kentucky. They're walking through the number
Yep.
because of the same reason that not throwing Aberdeen out there, but the same reason Aberdeen came to the door is because the numbers was good.
Yep.
Otherwise, you got the team that you got at Florida. If you really wanted to play for Florida, if you really want to compete for a national championship, then guess what? You go out there and you work out your contract so you can stay with Florida, so you can win or compete for a national championship because of everybody that you got coming back and who you got coming. So nobody really cares
Yep.
about is Florida is they might have a little love for it, but at the end of the day, I want that money. And us as fan
Yeah.
bases, the day that we change the day that we change our mindset in that area, then we may stop getting disappointed. Because it's a business bill. BC just put out a video today talking about NIL and being pro and the money and everything. So it hurts as
Yeah.
a older fan, but reality is nobody's coming to Kentucky. Not people not coming to Kentucky just because it's Kentucky. They're coming because they got the money that they asked for, and the playing
Absolutely,
time.
man.
Yeah,
Yes, it's all about interest. Whatever best serves the coaches and what best serves the players. It's about interest
yeah,
at the end of the day. But here's the thing, and I'll say this. I'll leave you because I don't want to be all long with it on
No,
your
no, no, no. You're
show.
good. You're
But
good. You're good. You're good.
one thing that I'll say is, yeah, the landscape has changed, but BBN, man, like if our fans can rally together real quick and everybody be like, okay, guys, we need to act right, they will learn to love this place. Like anybody that has ever come to Lexington and played at Rupp, they actually love this place. They do. So
Yeah.
even if they may not understand the culture of BBN right off the top, because it's all about business and locking in contracts and all that, fine. Pay the people, get them here. But when they get here, they're gonna love being here. We can
Yeah.
teach them to love this. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a
Oh,
lot to love
absolutely.
about this. So
Yeah.
that's just kind of my thought. It's like I get it, and I get there has to be a balance, and you don't want a team full of jerks and people that are
Yeah.
air. I get all that, man, but that's just not where
Yeah.
we at no more. Like there is no such thing. I want to say I heard it or BC say this, but there really isn't a such thing as a rebuilding, right? So there's a rebuilding era that programs go through. With NIL, that doesn't really exist anymore, at least the way that it used to, where you're gonna
Yeah.
need 3, 4, 5 years to get a program back. Like if the money's right and you have the right personnel, you can make an impact right away. Bring in Michigan, for example.
Yeah. Yeah.
These guys are balling, and all of them knew. You know what I'm saying, or at least most
Yep.
of them.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So
They
I
sure
mean,
are.
I'm just kind of I'm just all over the place. I just wish we can go back to the days where it was just we in the mix, we at the top. You know what I'm saying? But man, I don't know. But I'm gonna still rock with us till I'm dead. And it's what it is, man. BBM
That's it.
dead.
BBN for life, baby. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's
Yes,
true.
sir.
And the point that you brought up a few minutes ago is about bringing just getting them through the door. They talk about that
Mhm.
even like the big talking heads. Like, look, you got to stop all this trying to think people's coming to Kentucky or that they want to play for Kentucky. Get them in the door and then show them
Yeah.
who Kentucky is once they get through the door. Because as you said, when you get to Kentucky and when you get that world class treatment that you get as a
Yeah.
Kentucky basketball player, the same way that you get at Alabama, the world class treatment when it comes to football, you get that same world class treatment with Kentucky in basketball, the best of the
Yep.
best of everything. So just let me get you here, and then we'll work on, and then we'll bring you up to date with what this really looks like. You
Yep.
you may think you know, but once you get inside, you're gonna be like, dude, like this is nice. You know what I mean? So that's
Facts.
that's where we at. That's where we at in college basketball right now. It is.
Yes, sir. You're absolutely right,
Anything
man.
else you
So
got, man?
no, man, that's it for me. I'm interested to see, how this offseason goes, and I'm rooting for Pope to turn this thing around for season
Oh
three. I
yeah,
think he can. I
yeah,
believe in him, and I've been getting in some arguments lately with some BBN fans who've had a lot of ad hominem attacks for him, the man, because they've been frustrated with his method of coaching or whatever, and that's unacceptable. Because that's one thing I will
yeah,
say. Actually, I do have one last thing. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm
yeah,
going. We as a fan base as a whole, we are a passionate fan base. We keep it real. We wear our emotions on our sleeve, like you say all the time, and that's good. There's a
yeah,
pocket of us though that are unhinged and they are out of
yeah,
control. And we
yeah,
should never ever resort to saying things about these people as human beings. Mark is a good man. He is a
yeah,
good man. He's a family man. He's a man of faith. Loves those boys that play on this team. You know what I'm saying? So I really did get into it with somebody recently for kind of coming at him in a way that's like, yo, this is not what being about. Chill. Like get your emotions in
yeah,
check. We all
yeah,
frustrated with how the season ended. That's fine. But don't go
yeah,
to attacking and all of that. Because that's going to
yeah,
discourage people to want to come here. Coaches or players. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? If
Yes.
they feel like when they mess up that we're going to turn on them and attack them. No, that's out of pocket. So
Yep.
that's all I will say to BBN. If I'm just one man, I'm a little guy, nobody knows me. But if it's one thing I can say to the unhinged section of this fan base, please calm down.
Yeah.
Because we
Yeah.
need people to want to come here. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
all I got.
Hey, well, I mean, bro, that's facts, man, and that's why I try to do on this platform right here. I know
Mm-hmm.
outside of this platform, people are going to do what they're going to do. They're going to talk about the coaches, that they're going to bash the players, they're going to attack the characters. And that's why I just made a conscious decision that when I started this show, we on this show, we're not going to do that. And if that means that I only have five subscribers because I won't go outside that line, then so be it. But I'm not going to sell myself out and sell these young men out in this character.
Yeah.
This is a game that we love, but there's got to be a separation of where your anger goes and how you present the information that you're presenting. And that's why I will not have that on this show whatsoever. And
Yes, sir. That's
people
right.
are gonna have their comments and like stuff like that. That's fine. I can't control that. Only thing I control is what comes out of this microphone and what goes to the computer for people to hear. That's all I can control. Yep. That's all I want her
Yes,
on
sir.
this show. It's just for us to critique, talk about the game, be upset, but leave all that other stuff off the court. That's
Yeah.
out of what we do. But hey man, I appreciate you calling, Rashad, man. It means a lot to me. And thanks for using the camera,
Yes, sir.
man. I appreciate it, man. It's always better for the
Yes, sir.
video when we can
Absolutely.
see callers. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All
Fan,
right,
keep
all
up
right,
the good
Rashad.
work, my man.
Hey, I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much. Ronald, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Mike.
What's
Hey,
up, man?
I agree. Hey, good. Hey, good afternoon over there. Can you see me
It's
and hear me?
I can see you and hear you. It's 4 a.m. Not afternoon yet.
Okay. Then- Oh, 4 a.m.
4 a.m. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, I like to. I agree with brother. Don't think morals. You shouldn't lower your moral standards.
Yeah.
However, the game has changed about that getting that almighty dollar is something that we have not taught our young folk of. It ain't all about money. However, now the game is all about the money, and I think
Yes.
in some way that's going to come back and bite us in the future. Number two, if we can't get Stokes, I think we need to get somebody who's comparable to Stokes in the transfer portal. Kentucky has money. I believe they have more money than we think. We have when the transfer portal opens, we have got to hit home run after home run after home run.
Yep.
One with a point guard. When we need that killer point guard. Low he can leave or he can stay and be a role player. I don't know if he's humble enough to do that. However, I don't think he showed enough to me for him to merit a starting position. You gotta get a mean bulldog in there. Not you need he's got to be at least I say okay 6'5" Oreo 6'5",
Mm-hmm.
250. No, I'm sorry 6'5", 220 something like that. A Butler type that can go in there and when he's bumped he can finish. Who Coach Cal's guards they could finish. Those who are successful in the pros, they could finish. John Wall can finish. De'Aaron Fox could finish. Low, he's skinny, not able to really finish. Okay, those players who want to stay, Trent Noah, Johnson, if they want to stay, uh, Moreno, what they should be doing right now at 8:21 Central Time, they should be in the gym shooting up shots, shooting up shots. If you want to be great, If you want to last, you gotta shoot shots up. What's wrong with my defense? Why come I can't be on the floor? But well, you can't play defense. I need to work on my footwork. I need to be a bulldog on defense. Trent Noor, you're a liability on defense and offense. Johnson, you're a liability on defense and offense. Yeah, you played out of position. However, are you able to play defense? Give me 5 minutes of 10 minutes of good defense when you get in there. Okay. Coaching. If you're not able to coach that guy up, you need to find another place to play, to coach. Pope, you got 1 year, and I know this here is the coaching. It's tough, but that's why we pay you the big bucks. That's why we pay you the big bucks.
Hey,
okay,
Mr.
because
Ron,
you have a job.
Hey, Mr. Ron. Hey, I got a question about the
Yeah.
Jalen Lowe. Did we really get to really see what he can really do, considering he wasn't healthy? I mean, I know I get that he wasn't the tallest, and I get that he didn't carry a lot of weight on it. But in reality, did we really get to really see who Jalen Lowe can really be? If we go back and look now, how does he compare to other guards been here? I don't think he compares to other guards that's been here. But the reason why I asked that is because when he was in the ball game, if you look at what he was doing, he always, even though he came off the bench because he was hurt, when he did come back and start playing, when he came off the bench, he did have a spark, and you did see things kind of move a little bit better with him on it, and he did get some and ones because he was aggressive with the basketball. So I don't know if because we didn't get to see a big sample size of it. So I think even if he is able to put his ego to the side, and if he's okay with doing that, then my thing is why wouldn't he be a quality backup point guard if he's okay with that for quality? Yeah.
Well, did we see a sample size when he was in Pittsburgh?
I didn't follow him at
How
Pittsburgh.
much did we see? Did we look at well? What was his medical background as far as his medical injury? Was he prone to injury before we took him? We
That's a good. That's a good question.
like JQ. We knew he was. We knew that he was. That was a bad choice. You make
Okay.
that choice again. I hope you don't. Again, you won't be in Lexington. Your last year is this next year in Lexington. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I just really think that J Lo. I just think he's light. He's a light dude. He's just light, man. Ain't strong to deal with SEC players, just like Johnson. Not strong enough to deal with SEC players.
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm not strong, I got what they used to call the morning. What's it, the Breakfast Club?
Breakfast Club. Yeah, we
I
don't
get in
have
the
that no more.
Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
We
Well,
because we don't have leaders like that anymore, do
exactly. That's what I was going to say. We don't
we?
have to. We don't have the leaders because that's a
Yeah,
team driven thing. Yeah.
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 Hey, okay. I play football. No, I am not gonna get into my old college days, but
Yeah.
you have got to want to get better, and that means stand after practice. Say, Coach, help me on my defense, or help me with this play. When I am a two guard, when I'm a guard, help me with this. Help me figure out why I am not effective. Let's look at this. Let's look at film to find out, and that's on the coach and on the player.
Okay.
What can I do to get on the floor, on the ground, on the floor? Well, right now I can't trust you because you give up too many points. Okay, so I got to figure out the offense, what they're doing, and that they ain't in class all day. So that means football has got to be my life. I'm sorry, you're getting paid a ransom, as I call it, to play a kid's game. Not everybody can play and get paid and support their families like they can.
Yes.
You can pay millions of dollars. A lot of people on this line will never get paid $1 million a year just to play a game that they love. And I'm old enough to understand. But you're playing at a Division I level school. It's called University of Kentucky. You see that banner behind you? It's called National Champions. Right behind you. In New Orleans. No, the other one. The not in New Orleans. I ain't seen that in about 20 years, seemed like. Yeah. Yeah, right there. And when they won that, I was in Kuwait. I came home. I had my leave just to see them win the game. I was running around the house like a crazy man when they won. But that's how much I love Kentucky, man. I love Kentucky. But that's the one. There you go. But we have got to get into this recruiting and got to hit it hard and pay these guys. Unfortunately, it's the way of the game now. Pay these guys, however, hold them to a higher standard. If you're gonna play for me, I need you to perform. That means you got to do the extra work. If you're not doing extra work, that means you got to get up at 5 o'clock, whatever, quit partying, whatever you're doing, leave the girls alone, and get in that gym if you want to be successful. Okay, that's it for me today.
Yeah,
that's it, Mike.
I mean,
you be careful over there,
Ryan.
okay?
I try to, sir, and thank you for always calling in. I appreciate your words, okay? Thank you so much. Go Cats.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Out here. Go Cats.
Go Cats. Thanks, Mr. Ryan. There you go. See, guys, we have a variety of phone calls up in here. Go ahead and get your phone call in. Come on, make this free throw. Come on. Why not go to overtime? He fouled out 11 points. Oscar Clough. I'm not sure if this is over. Don't miss that free throw because you gotta dream about it for the rest of the year. Yeah, let's go, baby. Tie it up. See the unity. It means a lot to these people, man, to these kids. Yes. Who y'all got, man? Duke or St. John's? If St. John's is really physical with Duke ain't got a chance, bro. I'm telling you, they do not have a chance. We got anybody else want to call into the show? We here. We flowing with the phone calls now. Thank you to Rashad and thank you to Mr. Ron for calling into the show. Anybody else want to call in? I think that's the only two people so far. Anybody else want to call in? The link's at the top of the page. All you gotta do is click it, and I'll let you in. I want St. John's to win. So I want St. John's to win. I want Virginia to win. Oh, I'm sorry. I want Iowa State to win, and I want I want Arizona. I want Arizona to win. I want Iowa State to win. Who else do I want to win? I guess I'll take Texas. I guess. Yeah. I want St. John's to win. Yeah, love to see Johnson beat Duke tomorrow. Yeah, I would to Johnny's beat Duke. I would definitely love to see those guys beat Duke tomorrow. I think if St. John's is physical, because if they just keep running guys at Boozer, because I'm sorry, man, but so goes Boozer, so goes Duke. And if they can just be physical enough, man, this would be a heartache, man. I want to watch it real time. Yeah, Iowa beat Nebraska. Cool. 9 knocked off of 4. They let him do that again. He did it go in? Ball game over, baby. That is you. You talking about now? That's it, dude. They lost by 2 points, man. They're going to the Elite Eight. Dang it, bro. You talking about heartbreak? That's a heartbreak right there, man. That close to one block out. This one block out, man. Man, you talking about that hurts, bro. Yeah, I try not to look at the computer screen so when nobody tell me because I wanted to experience it myself. Even though my TV's a little bit, my TV's behind. I wanted to see it for myself. Yeah, I didn't want you guys to have to tell me. I wanted to enjoy it like you guys do. Don't Hey guys, don't be selfish. Big Mike likes to hear. He likes to see it too. Um, hey guys, we got 86 likes. We need four more to 90. Can we get four more likes from anybody? Can do I hear 80? Do I hear 87? Give me 87. Give me 87, please, guys. I have not eaten since it's it's 4:30 in the morning. I have not eaten since 12:30 yesterday afternoon. I'm hungry, man. I'm not. I had to make a dilemma: either sleep or eat, and I decided to go to sleep. And now I got the munchies. I do. Dang it, bro. I think after Arizona, see, I don't want to count out Arkansas, but I think Arizona's on a different level, man. I really do. The refs lay up 87. So do we got 88? Can we get 88? Who's going to be number 88? When you get 88, pop it up on the screen. It says 88. When you become number 88, just type 88 in so I can give you some props. Okay, let's do it. Can I get 88? 88, 88. Ooh, going low. So did he get that off the rim? Did he get that off the rim? Ooh, and it had to just be 7 seconds. You talking about just a? That's what we live for. That's what these young Arizona about 20. I mean, that's what happens, man, when you don't hit your free throws for Texas, and it comes back to haunt you. Yeah, man. But at least they was there, and Kentucky wasn't. We got 89. We got 89 like that. How do I like it? Just hit the thumbs up. There's a little thumbs up there. All you got to do is just hit it on the. If you go back to like the where the videos at, you should be able to see a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and you should be able to hit the what's the name. Um, I hope Jasper's not. I hear what Jasper's family member is saying, and I don't argue with it. I don't. I talk about the same issues as well too. But Jelovich, what do your deal has be back? Interesting. That's interesting. Um, but for Jasper, I mean, I just like I know it wasn't the best year for him, and I know him, his people, his family, everyone involved in his life is not particularly happy how the year went down. I get that. I would probably feel the same way. I mean, let's be real. It's a family member, and I love and I want to see him be successful. 90. Can we get? Do we get 90? Um, who said if Skill Dragon? We got 90. Appreciate it. 91. Appreciate that too. If Jasper just would just like I mean it's okay if he leaves and go finds what's best for him and for his family and his career. Believe me, he's always going to be a Kentucky guy, so I'm all right with that. But I wish he would stay and really just say, you know what, I didn't have the best year that I was supposed to have for whatever reason, the coaches, my own self, whatever. I would be determined if it was me, because he's getting paid, so it ain't a matter of money. If he really wanted if he really wanted to be at Kentucky, I think Jasper can make this happen. And as Ron was saying, defense. Defense has just got to be the priority. And I don't care what school you go to, unless you go to a school where the coach says, defense, we don't do that. You don't have to guard anybody. You got to just stand outside and shoot all day long. Let's just make sure that we score more points than they do. That's the whole thing right now is I just wish some kids would just be like, I'm going to fight. Like I'm just not going to give up. And this is not about Jasper. This is about college sports. And guys just being I don't wanna compete. I don't want to get better on the court. I don't want to put in the necessary work at this next level. Because when you get to the NBA, if you make it to the NBA, that's a whole new ball game. You're talking about like that's all you do. Eat, sleep, and live getting ready to play basketball. People might not like LeBron for whatever reason, and just so we know, he's not the greatest of all time. Jordan is. But the reason why LeBron can play the game at the high level that he's playing at 40, 41 years old, look what he does in the offseason. Like he should make a training video of what to do in the offseason to get your body and yourself ready for the season. When the season's over, let me go get in my cars, let me go to my nice apartments, let me go do all this stuff. And I'm not hating on that. That's excellent. If I had a son or a daughter that was able to get in there and they was good enough to for people to play a game that they love, baby, go get paid. Absolutely. Yes. But I also would tell my baby, now that you got this, now what? Now what are you going to do with it? Are you going to go out there and show the team that you deserve every dime that they're giving you? Or are you going to just be like, well, I got paid, so what else do I need to do? No. I want people to fight, man. I want people to fight, man. My son, C. Spencer, has told me how family friendly the channel is, so I had to check it out. I love the show, and so you have a new follower. Hey, appreciate that. I'm glad I looked up and saw that. Make sure uh, Letha, I sure hope. I'm so sorry if I butchered your name, but thank you so much. It means a lot. Hey guys, can we please welcome a new subscriber to the show? It means a lot to me, and I'm glad I saw that because I definitely want to give you a big shout out to C Spencer as well too. Not sure if you know, but my last name is Spencer too. So so me and C Spencer we have that. I think we have a connection. So, C. Spencer and your family and your friends, thank you so much, man. And this, when people share the channel and when people come over here to like it and listen, I want to make sure that their experience when they come over here is we're having fun and we're not spending our whole time just doing a whole bunch of things that don't really have anything to do with being positive over here. And everybody on this show does an amazing job in making sure that that happens. You said it right. Okay, thank you so much. Yes, because people would tell me, "Hey, man, you're not saying that name right." I'd be like, "Look, man, I'm sorry. How do I say it?" But I'll be transparent about it. I'm like, "Look, I don't say every word right, so I apologize for that." But welcome to the BBN. Thank you. So here's what we say if this is your. I'm not sure if this is your first time or not, but this is what we say when we get somebody to watch for the first time. First time you watch, you're a guest. So tonight you're our guest. Okay. So we're gonna treat you accordingly. We're gonna treat you like a guest. But next time you watch, you're family. So don't even worry about it. You come on up in here, you get your tea. And if you see another family member that's talking crazy, tell them, I don't you're talking crazy. What I mean? Or tell them you don't agree with them. That's what we do here. And we have an environment where people can just be free. And I think the individuals that's on this show who does it, they go out of their way to make sure that everyone who enters into into this platform, into this family with us, we all do our best to make sure that everyone feels you are welcome and we appreciate your time and you watching the show or subscribing or liking. It means the absolutely world to us. So thank you so much for that. It makes me happy when I'm able to see it because sometimes people don't always acknowledge it and people just come and just subscribe, but they don't really say nothing. And I like being able to take the opportunity. to say thank you personally. And I had a chance to actually look over and see that because it's moving fast, and I almost missed it. So I'm glad that I seen it because I don't want nobody to be like, "Hey man, this is my first time watching. I just subscribe," but then I never acknowledge it. So I want to be able to do that as well too. It's just being able to say, "Hey, thank you," and it means a lot to me. Watching clowns. Um, yep, and preseason top 10 game. We're gonna be. I hope. Look, I hope we're not even ranked in the preseason. I hope we number 47. I hope we nowhere close to rankings, and then let's go earn everything we get. Yeah, 99. One more for 100. Can we get one more? One more. Too much going on behind the scenes at UK right now. It's Kentucky wins and lose. You're absolutely right. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes at UK right now, and it is. I mean, it could be a lot to take in and a lot to follow. So it's just kind of like you just kind of wait until things sort of happen, and then you just kind of go from there for sure. No, just working to get a natty team next season. Oh, I hope that's the full thing that's going on. I hope that's. I mean, that should be the only conversations. Is how do we make this happen for next year? That's for sure. Texas. See, excuse. I need to watch my language. My mom's in here. Well, see, Spencer, you know what? Your mom needs to stick around then and just hang out then, okay? But but ma'am, I just want you to know that he is always very respectful here in the room. So I don't know what he's talking about the language because we never have an issue with that here. So he's just being modest for real. He's just being modest. New AD, the Mitch thing, JMI thing. Well, I mean, Kentucky wins and lose. Someone mentioned that maybe Keegan is going to be maybe considered as a GM. I don't know because I don't really follow that per se. I should, but maybe I don't. Um, but some people say that maybe he may be the GM. I don't know that for sure. Mason Williams might be coming to Kentucky. We spoke about that earlier, Logan. But I appreciate you being here. Let me throw that up on the screen too as well. It's another individual who feels that maybe Mason will come to Kentucky. Upgrades, but remains to be seen. Pope knows, but can't make it public. So hopefully, I know, right? See, hopefully, once the portal opens, then the gate floods. Then just open up the water gates and let everything come out. Because between now and watching all the way through the rest of the March Madness, that means hardly really anything to us except teams that we don't want to win, and we selfish like that. As people say about Kentucky fans, we could be so petty at times. Big news every week. Kentucky wins and lose. You say, "Wow, nobody was right." Big news every week. I know that they are looking at the point guard from Oregon last year that only played 12 games. Is he? If he only played 12 games, this is for Josh. Okay, 102. Thank you, Skill Dragon. Always got to acknowledge that. Um, if Josh is right, if we're looking at a point guard that only played 12 games, and what's the time frame of that? We start in what, October, and then what, November is usually when like the first tip off, or is it October? When does college basketball? What month does it officially start? Is it October or early November? Because if he only played 12 games, like J Lo, we know he got hurt early in the year. So he had surgery immediately, and then he's got all the rest of the season to heal, all the summer, and then to get ready for college basketball. So he should be healed. My thing is when you go take a guy that's got hurt in late January. Well, he got hurt in late January, so we're gonna take him anyway because he's gonna be ready by November. You see what I'm saying? He's gonna be ready by then. No, this guy that only played 12 games, even though I would still be skeptical, I have to be real with you, but at least it may pique my interest a little bit because now he's had time to heal all of this time since he's got hurt last. You see what I'm saying? So he's got all this time to heal. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, and that should be a lesson. I was playing ball, ain't they? They just want it more, man. That's it. They just Iowa wants it more than the other teams. I hate to say it, but the winner of Illinois, I think they can beat Illinois, but Houston, some things got to come to an end. October, I think. So, so if you think about 12 games into the season, and really you're only playing like one game a week when you start playing, unless you go to like some tournament games or something like that, then you thinking by what by January. So maybe I don't know. True, Pope had 10 times harder schedule. Those coaches been long gone if they had um, Pope's schedule. The positive thing that I see from and this is speaking to all the such big positive fans out there is it's because there's so much negativity out there around Kentucky that I love when we see a whole lot of positive beliefs or people believing that Pope can still turn this thing around, and they're looking at the cup half full instead of half empty. I can't change people's way of thinking. People are going to think the way they want to, but it's refreshing when you do see those individuals that say we gonna be okay. Like it wasn't the best year, and they look at it in a way of we're still in this. It hasn't looked good, but we still got hope. Negativity's Arkansas fans acting like BBN. Some of them, probably some of them. NIL isn't handcuffing Pope. Who says this right here? Donald. Sorry, I'll throw this up right here. Hey, Donald says NIL isn't handcuffing Pope. NIL might not. But, well, what about? I mean, is JMI? Is that? I mean, because once again, there's so many different versions of people say what they want to say. Until we actually really know for a fact that JMI has opened up and says we're willing to let guys go out and do their own thing as well and make money off of their name, image, and likeness outside of JMI and the companies that we have, then maybe he is being handcuffed by NIL because if JMI owns NIL for Kentucky and they're not willing to budge on the way they're gonna do business, I think that's kind of handcuffing. I mean, I'm not the smartest guy in the world by a long shot, but I think if you can't help the guys make more money outside of JMI, then what can Pope do when it comes to promising guys that we give you $3 million to come play ball there? I don't want Pope to settle for any players. That's true. I don't want Pope to settle for any players, and that's why I said even though the young guy from Oregon may be that good, and if he got hurt, even though he got hurt, he's had plenty of time to heal. Then come on, man, put the board, man, make it stick, guys. It's falling, whatever. Um, it's just the fact that we got to be smart here. And the thing about this year is, I'm glad it happened. You wish it would have happened last year or coming into this year, is that we would have that Coach Pope makes really really wise decisions when it comes to bringing certain people in. But I think more so next year, going into this next year, I think Pope is gonna. I think he's gonna put people up under the microscope and really take a really really good look at him. And I wouldn't imagine 2 years in a row Pope would go out and actually really bring in an injured player who's not who we're unsure if he's really 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 going to be ready to go. Club Blue is about to help. But see, Club Blue, I thought Club Blue got a different name now. So I can't remember the name. What somebody told me. They mentioned it on the last show, but it's not called from what I was told, it's not called Club Blue anymore because of JMI. So they had to change it to a different name. I can't remember what the name was, but yeah, Club Blues. And without the best players, you're going to see what we've seen this year. There's no other way to look at it. This is exactly what's going to happen. Yep. We're going to have to find one or two superstars and convince them that it's okay to be a role player. And I don't know how you do that. That's probably the stupidest thing I can say is asking somebody really, really good, do you mind being a role player? That's hard. I mean, if you ask that, then the money's gonna have to come up even higher when you ask a guy to be a role player when he's already like the dude wherever he's at. But it also depends on who you bringing in to play with him. That's a little bit bigger of a dude. Yeah, yeah, it's unite. Well, if that's truly the case, nobody, then we won't see results for another couple of years. I love the side conversations over here. It's just family conversations going on within the chat groups, and that's why this is so good. See, and this is a good thing right here, man. This is um, this is a good thing, and I've heard this, and a lot of people out here don't know what they're talking about because they already been stated that JMI won't stop players from doing something else. They just can't use UK's logo. Exactly. And that's what I was told too as well, as far as how that really goes. So I appreciate that, Carlos. Thank you for that information, man. And my thoughts are that if Duke and UConn can win in the NIL area, so can Kentucky. Hey, Justin. Well, maybe they can now. Maybe if what Carlos just said is what's going on now with JMI, then that does change things because apparently prior to this Mark Pope might have been handcuffed because he couldn't get people to come here because they couldn't do anything outside of what JMI, excuse me, they couldn't do anything outside what JMI wanted them to do. So they won't be handcuffed. Coach Pope won't be handcuffed. He'll be like, I can go get some guys now. Now I can go make promises. I can go get some big contracts signed because now these guys can come in here and get this money and then they can go get this money, and then they can go get that money, and it makes a big difference. But when you can't do that, and the other school is, now we can see if Kentucky can. And this side feels funny and crazy to say, but now we can get back to hopefully even in the playing field by going out there and getting guys out here to come to Kentucky, even if you do have to pay them. And that's just the bottom line. Yeah. Acuff has 60 points through two NCAA tournament games, most by a freshman all time. He is absolutely gone. He's going to be at the next level, going to be taking people off the dribble. For real. He did miss. If Pope didn't get any, team would have then. Wow, I missed that. You guys are killing the comments. Pope, let's see if I can put this up right here. If Pope didn't get JQ, any team would have then. I've been Pope missed that. Missed. Yeah, that's what that's his, stuff like that we would be saying we missed out until it turns out the way it is now, and then we say Mark Pope, thank you for not going to get this player because he didn't play all year. He wasn't able to play. So I'm glad that you didn't go out and go get this guy. Look, man, JQ's gonna make a lot of money in this game of basketball. Let's make sure we don't forget this. This young man is going to get fully healthy, and he's going to go to the next level. And give him a couple of years, and this dude, he's going to be playing some outstanding basketball at the next level. We just didn't see it here at Kentucky, and that's why we're frustrated because we really wanted to see him, and we really thought that with everyone healthy, we can definitely most likely have a better outcome of a season than what we had. Yeah, we wouldn't have probably been playing on a a Wednesday afternoon in Nashville when everyone's still behind their desk at work. We don't do that. No. NBA Combine gonna tell JQ. When he get to the combine, he could be limited to what he can do. I don't know. And then again, if he goes to the combine, I think a lot of people are going to be really even more upset that if he goes to the combine and he's able to do everything they need him to do and excel, they're gonna be like, so are you telling me that you just got better yesterday? Because everything you did today, you excelled. So are you telling me you didn't have what it takes to play for Kentucky? But then at that point, that's between the GM, the coaches, and everything else. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Plenty of people on other channels see me around plenty, and they all know I'm blue forever. Oh, Kentucky wins and blues. I don't know if you don't know him, but this dude's he's the real thing for Kentucky. Oh yeah, absolutely. I vouch for that. Yep, he's a real Kentucky fan. Hey Jay Cornett, how you doing, brother? Wheatie Box is a British cereal that Amari Williams made popular with the fan base last year during March. Yeah, he did. Wheaties. Hubert Davis got allotted too many years at UNC, and now he's gone. So if he can get, we got 106 likes, guys. Appreciate you guys um, for doing that. That's man, you guys are just putting up crazy likes for the show. You are, man. And big shout out to all of you. A special shout out to Skill Dragon because he's always monitoring that for me, man. And I never asked him to do it. He just started doing it one day, and he's just been running with it. And I think a reason why we do have 106 likes or 100 likes or whatever, and the shows are growing with the likes is because I would like to think Skill Dragon had his hand in that, and he's able to help people, to persuade people, to encourage people to just do one simple thing and smash that like button, please. So, Skill Dragon, thank you, brother. Iowa State ran a 96 Kentucky trapping defense on us. We need a defensive coordinator. Iowa State just did a number on us. They did. It was a 211 is the record. Yep, it sure is. Of likes. And guess what? Skill Dragon made it happen. He pushed it, and he pushed it, and he pushed it. Everyone in the show helped. You UK ain't the Tar Heels. Well, us and the Tar Heel, us and the Tar Heels or Tar Heels. Uh, we at home with Kansas, and now with Texas, for sure. So, uh, 7 years now. The 7 year plague. Anybody ever heard that saying that if you break a mirror, you'll have 7 years of bad luck? Well, somebody in Lexington broke a mirror because this is tough, man. It is. So if you can go back and get that mirror and fix it, please do. Please go back and fix that mirror because I'm sick of this bad luck. We don't want Coach O back at all. Coach O. Coach O. Coach O. Who's Coach O? Coach O coming. Coach O. Ortega? Is that who we talking about? 20 turnovers is a record. Yeah. And see, we could say that I guess 20 turnovers, I don't care how you look at it, it's bad. And you're not gonna beat a team like Iowa State. And the crazy thing about Iowa State is like when they tasted blood on Kentucky, bro, they just ripped us apart. Like they wanted all that. They wanted all the blood. And that's what they did. They took our hearts. Yep. Rumors Jamal Crawford could be replacing Hart. Are we trying to get Jamal Crawford so he can get his son? Other schools are doing it. So and At this particular point, once NIL is on the table, anything pretty much goes. It has to be. And people say, well, he only went to this school because they hired his dad or his uncle or his granddad to come to the school. Okay, Kentucky do the same thing if you have to. I'm sorry, Coach Polk, but you're gonna have to hit below the belt a little bit. You're not gonna just be able to just to be this soft smile, soft spoken guy standing on the sideline. You're gonna have to be a dog too, just like your players. And that means you're gonna have to go out there. You got to get dirty, roll your sleeves up, Coach Polk, and do what you got to do to get the right players here at Kentucky who's ready to go. Go we get Jamal Crawford. Jamal Crawford said he's a baller. We know his career, Orlando, and Orlando, Antigua, yeah. Ooh, y'all don't want to do? Um, do you want do you want an Orlando back, Coach? Oh, yeah, Orlando, yeah. I just kind of when I looked over and saw it, I'm not sure if I wasn't really registering at first what they was really saying. Um, we need somebody that can in here that can work with the bigs. We do. We need somebody that's just going to work with the bigs. I wish we can persuade Kenny Payne to come back to Kentucky just to work with the bigs in the offseason. But please, can Coach Pope recruit any of the top high school seniors um, or get the top portal candidates? Well, I tell you what, this year, hey, Greg, thanks for your comment, man. I appreciate it. That's a valid question. And we're all watching to see what Coach Pope does when this portal opens or to try to get these players because we're not going to have a whole lot of excuses. It's just not going to be a whole lot of excuses this year. It's as much as I love Kentucky, and I'm not trying to be negative, but if we're being transparent, it may be a really a do or die season for Coach Pope here at Kentucky. I hope we get Jamal Crawford. Yeah, you do the math, Mark. 20 turnovers, 14 losses. I know what I saw. I saw a team that we need a point guard, and we need a really good point guard, a really good point. Look, if you're a point guard right now at Kentucky, I mean, if you got a chance to play, if you hit the portal and you a top notch point guard, feed. Like seriously, feed, man. Like go to Kentucky and get paid and perform. We got a phone call. Joshua, how you doing, my man?
Hey, Big Mike, how you doing, brother?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. What's on your mind tonight? And thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, I about forgot. I was like, man, there's something I got to do tonight, and I was like, oh no, Big Mike show's on. I got to get on there.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm home right now in the Bluegrass, back in the
Okay.
606 area code of Eastern Kentucky. So glad to
606.
be
Hey,
home for this week,
absolutely.
and then go back out, and then get to come back home for Easter week. So Um, it's good to get some time off and come home and decompress and rest, especially after a crazy season like we had.
We did. Absolutely.
I
Yep.
want to say something. Um, Man, I don't understand why so many people are attacking Jasper Johnson. It's really, really kind of sad, Mike. It's really,
Yeah.
really immature of so-called grown folk
Yeah.
talking so much smack about one kid. And that kid is
Mhm.
amazing. He's going to be amazing. He didn't expect to be thrust into the limelight. Neither did um, the big tall center we had because they thought, JQ was going to be the main man, and it didn't pan out. We've just had a rough season, and everybody's wanting Coach Pope fired. Like, who are we going to get? Who are we honestly going to get? That guy really loves the University of Kentucky. He's going to figure it out. But back to that
Yeah.
kid, there's nobody out here should be talking crap about an 18, 19, even a 20-year-old
Yep.
athlete. It's really,
Yep.
really sad that we've got to this point, and I call it Calipari fatigue. We still have Calipari fatigue. You know, Hopefully Arkansas gets beat tonight, because I don't
True.
want Calipari going no further than where he is right now. But I honestly think the fan base still has Calipari fatigue because the last year, 5 years, maybe even six with John Calipari at the helm were horrible, were absolutely horrible. And now all of a sudden he's caught new life. It's because he actually cares again. And I just don't
Mhm.
know why he gave up that here at Kentucky. It was like 2015 when we went 38-1, like um that broke his spirit, and he never really recovered after that. And he just was like, "Oh well, I'm just going to be an NBA farm uh place for to get kids into the NBA." And that's okay too, but he just to the point he just didn't care. But I
Yeah,
really hope Jasper stays. I wish Jasper Johnson could watch me and a bunch of these other fans that want him to stay. Jasper, seriously, man, if you're for some reason watching this right now, please come back to the University of Kentucky. Big Blue Nation needs you next year, young man. And you're gonna learn, and you're gonna get stronger, and you're gonna put weight on, and you're gonna be bulked up, and we're gonna have a better season next year. And everybody's gonna all these haters on our squad and haters on Coach Pope, hopefully they won't be able to say nothing next year. I even seen somebody said even if Coach Pope won the national title, they still want him fired. I'm like, what? Isn't that what we want? Just some people, man, they're not going to be happy, brother.
yeah. And I mean, I'm so with you the on the Jasper Johnson thing. It didn't work out this year for him, and we know that his everyone around him is not happy how the whole year went. But I would like to, I never tell people how they're supposed to feel, but I would hope, I would like to imagine that in 2026, that that an adult would be able to be like, okay, I can criticize because he didn't have the best year, but other than that, I got to let it go. I can't just go in on this young man and just make it personal. I get how much we love Kentucky basketball, and it's our heart. You being a guy who's on the road a lot, you understands that I don't have the comfort of my home, my family, or anything like that. So when I get a chance to trip for Kentucky or hear good news about Kentucky, it makes my day that much better. So imagine me being 6,000, 7,000 miles away. What being able to see the success of Kentucky does to me, it means a lot to us. But still, there has to be that it has to be that fine line of I'm just not going to cross this line, no matter how angry I am that my Kentucky Wildcats didn't have the year that I wanted them to have, and I'm not going to take it out on one particular player just because of that. And it's just a matter of just it's a choice, and some people just choose to be nasty.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you're going to have nasty regardless. I mean, there's nasty
Yeah,
on the political side. There's nasty everywhere. It's just
yeah,
nasty with people's religion. I don't judge anybody. Anybody can do whatever they want with their own religion. That's up to them,
yeah.
whatever. But, it's really disheartening for, like I said, for adults to trash his child, basically. I mean, he's not developed. He's
Mhm,
straight out of high school. And I mean, I really hope Jasper comes back. I seen
mhm.
that Darren Feldhaus' son decommitted from the team he was going to go to. And I guess that means might come to Kentucky. He's a 6'8" forward, and he's
Mm.
Mr. Kentucky basketball. Was just named that the other day. And he was a Gatorade
Okay.
Player of the Year, too, for the state of
Oh,
Kentucky.
nice. Okay.
So
Oh,
maybe he's
wow.
going to
Okay.
come to Kentucky. I can't remember his first
Well,
name, but his last name's Fellhouse.
yeah. Mm. Okay.
His
Mm.
dad
Okay.
played for
And
Kentucky. I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know if Darren played with Coach Pope or not. I don't know if or if they were teammates or not. But
Okay.
I also seen something about an NBA guy coming to Kentucky as an assistant coach or something. I can't remember his name though. It's big news today.
Jamal Crawford. Does
Yes,
that name ring the
sir.
bell?
Yep, yep.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, so I mean,
Yes, sir.
if he's coming to
So
Kentucky, then that's a
that
good
would be
sign
big.
for his son. Maybe, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, his son would come here, and then the other people that he's coaching there would come here too. So, and it's a win-win. He's the way I understand, he's really knowledgeable about a lot of stuff with basketball, of course. So I think it'd be a good fit. Hopefully, Kentucky signs him. But yeah, that Fieldhouse kid, like I said, Gatorade Player of the Year and Mr. Kentucky basketball. So hopefully we can, third time's a charm. Be getting a Kentucky kid, Trent Noah. I don't know what's going to happen to that kid. I like for him to stay, but part of me he's like, okay, Trent, man, what are you really doing for us? Love you, kid, but maybe you should go to Morehead State or something or WKU. Maybe that
So
would be a better fit for him. You know what I'm saying?
let me let me put you on the spot. Then, which one which one has a
Yeah,
better
go ahead.
which one has a better chance of staying, um, Jasper or Noah?
I think Jasper.
Okay, all right. And
I think Noah's going to
here,
transfer out.
I think here's the
unless
thing with
unless he figures it out and he can talk to Coach Pope because he just I don't know.
okay. And here's the thing with Noah. Like when Noah's aggressive, and I'm talking about like more so on. I like Noah when he's aggressive and he's hitting the boards because he can come in and he doesn't mind getting his body hurt. So he'll come in and he'll get you some rebounds. But then it's the other little things that you wish he would do. I mean, if he's a shooter's never in his head. But Trent seems to be in his head a whole lot, and he won't shoot the basketball because he's
Yeah.
waiting for people to just walk away and says, "Okay, you got the free green light. Just shoot anytime you want to." No, they're not gonna. I mean, they already know that you're a shooter. They know that you can knock it down. So why would they just give you wide open threes all night long? It's not gonna happen. And because of that, he won't
Yeah.
pull the trigger.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
I want Trent to stay. I want them all to
Yeah.
stay. I want everybody to stay, really.
Yep.
I mean, save for JQ, he can go on somewhere, but
Yeah.
because he kind of it's not his fault. Kentucky did it to themselves, paying that kind of money for somebody that they probably knew was never going to play. But anyways, hope they learned their lesson from that. Nothing against JQ. It's just it Kentucky made a bad decision.
Yeah, that was
But
a
I would
bad
like to see
financial
Noah come
decision right
back.
there.
I want to see the Noah. I want to see the Noah from his freshman year, not this
Yeah,
year's Noah. This year's Noah took a step back. He needs to go back to the
yeah,
way he was his first year, pumped up, ready to go. I'm from Kentucky, wearing the blue and white, like I've always dreamed. That's the mentality he needs to get back into, of
yeah,
honoring, and they all do. They need to start playing for the front of that Kentucky, that front of their chest. That's what they need to play for. Not that, this for us. People's like, hey, we love you guys, man. Come on.
yeah. We just want to see you guys be successful at all costs. You know what I mean? We just want to see you guys come here and put forth the best effort every
Exactly.
single
I mean,
night.
we get a national
And
championship, we get a national championship. We go to Final Four, we go to the Final Four. I mean, as long as you give it your best and not like,
yep,
you know, get up 13 and then lose a game. That's not giving it your best. And it was really disappointing because I was feeling good when I seen him up 13 points. I was like, okay, let's go. And
yeah.
I don't know what happened after that. It
The
just
same thing
fell
happened.
apart
The same
like it
thing.
always did.
Yep. The same thing happened with our state. Happened um with with Texas A&M. We was up 12. He subbed. We lost the game. We we subbed against our state. We lost the game. So
And that's what
like I said,
and I think it
yep,
was Jasper Johnson that got subbed in and he was -9 during that 1 minute.
yeah,
And that's a bad number, but it's not Jasper's fault. It was Pope's fault. Pope should never, and when you're hot and your team's hot, why in the world would you ever sub?
yep.
He's got to learn to get away from that. That's a major thing he needs to fix during the off season is to do some kind of drills where they can play somebody, and when his team's hot, just let them keep on putting the pedal down and go and not call timeouts, not doing no sub. I mean, somebody's like really gas, which they shouldn't be, but
Yeah.
maybe take them out then. But that was a crazy decision,
Mhm.
and hopefully he's learned from that. But he's done it
Let me
many
ask you a
times this
question.
year, so I don't know.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question, Joshua. And you was talking about it a minute ago, and I see it in the chat. And I've actually said this in a call I called in earlier, and we kind of discussed this too. Are players really playing for the name on the front of the jersey anymore? I mean, if we're really being honest about the situation, you might get some Kentucky guys, or you might get in-state guys who go to their in-state school who might want to play for the name on the front of the jersey because that's the community that they grew up in. That's where they've been at their whole life. So those guys, when you get local guys who stay home, maybe they are the exceptions to the rules. But outsiders, are they really coming to play for the name on the front of the jersey? Do you, do you think Aberdeen would have
I
left
think I
Florida?
think we had a cou- I think
Go ahead. Go ahead.
uh that's who I was going to bring up. Aberdeen. I think he's the only one that really paid for the front of the jersey this year. It felt like.
Well, okay, so then let me rebuttal
Maybe
that. And
maybe
once
I'm
again,
wrong, but I don't feel like Oway. I don't I
no,
don't feel like
well,
I don't feel like Oway did
I mean, I don't think you're
in a
wrong.
way. I know he
Because
played great down the stretch, but
yeah, I don't think you're wrong. I mean, it's a good throw, and we really all wish that that was the case. But I think my point that I was trying to make about Aberdeen, if Aberdeen was really wanting to play for the name on the front of the jersey, I think he could have made it work in Florida if he was willing to take a cut in order to make the numbers work. He came to Kentucky because the numbers was
Mhm.
legit. Like I like these numbers. I can go to Kentucky. Now, as the caller that said earlier, and I agree with this. Just you do what you got to do to get the players at Kentucky, and then you teach them about Kentucky if they don't understand truly what it really means to play at Kentucky. But get them through the door first, and it may not mean that you can sell Kentucky to them because now the playing field is open and everybody's paying for players now. So I ain't really necessarily trying to get you to Kentucky because of the great tradition of the university. I'm trying to get you to Kentucky so we can win ball games. And once you're there, you're not going to have any choice but to see what this is really all about because the Big Blue Nation and the whole Kentucky experience
I mean,
is big.
looked at Aberdeen's statement he put out. I mean, it felt like he was really sincere, and he was actually
Oh
heartbroken
yeah,
that they didn't go further in the tournament. And he really wanted to.
yeah,
So maybe
yeah,
that's the only reason I think he was one of the rare ones that was playing for the front of the jersey. I'm not saying the other kids weren't, man. It's just
yeah.
I don't know. It just didn't. They had all that deal before the Louisville game, and after that, the season went up and down, and Doctor Jekyll, Mister Hyde. It was a bad roller coaster ride. So
Was.
one day you be happy we won by 10. The next day you're like, how the heck did we just lose by two to LSU or somebody that we should have never do Georgia? Like what the
Yeah,
world? How the world did we lose to them schools? And it's
it,
just,
it, it's
man, it was just mind blowing, just a roller coaster. And I think we might have got to the Final Four, but like I said, we just imploded like we've done all season.
and it was a heartbreak to say the least.
I mean, I've watched you. I watched you. I watched you one-time video. I can't remember. It's been a while. It's good. Like you was on a full mad rant, like the maddest I've ever like really seen. You were just like, "What are you doing?" Like I think we won a game and we got turned around, got blowed out, and you're like, "What are we doing?" To you, brother. What are we doing?
Hey, Josh, shh. Don't tell nobody that, okay? Be quiet. Shh. Don't tell our secrets, okay? Don't tell our past secrets, okay? Anything else you got, man? I
uh,
appreciate you calling, man.
oh man, no man. We just gotta have patience, man.
Yeah,
Look at this way. Coach Pope has been there for 2 years. He's had horrible issues with injuries. And I
yeah,
understand that can be just an excuse and next man up and all that. But when you don't have the next man up and you're like, oh crap, Lowe got hurt, don't have a point guard. JQ's not panning out. That sucks. Now um um who's the tall kid, the 7 footer?
Malachi.
Can't remember his name.
Malachi.
Malachi. Moreno. Moreno.
Yeah,
That kid's gonna be special. He gets some weight
yeah.
on him and gets some strength. That kid'll be a beast next year
I think
if
so
he
too.
comes back, which I hope he is. I think he is. But
Yeah,
but yeah, man, just we got to get over the Calipari fatigue. Let Coach Pope do his thing, figure it out, and we're gonna be just fine.
yeah, yeah. We gotta, we gotta, we gotta weather the storm, and it hurts. I get it.
But he's
We're
he's
getting our
got to
head.
try to get him to at least the Final Four next year.
Yeah, you gotta bring in the right
He's got to get him
personnel.
deep into the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. Like tonight, we should be
Yeah, because
watching
he's
tonight.
already doing assistant head coach.
Yeah,
Yeah, assistant coach is already getting moved around. Jason Hart went to SMU, which I
yeah,
know. Okay,
yeah.
but um, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, like I said, we get that NBA guy and Crawford,
Yeah.
and we'll get rolling, man. They're going to get some people. I don't know if Tyrone Stokes is worth 7 million. That's up to them to make that decision, not me, because I don't think I'd pay that much.
It's a lot of money, man. That is. Uh, but are we desperate? Are we
It
desperate
is.
enough?
It's a
It is.
lot, brother.
It's a
I
lot of money,
appreciate you,
man.
man.
All right, Josh. Thanks for calling in, brother. Okay. Thank you so
Are we
much.
are we desperate enough
I don't
for
know,
that?
man.
Maybe so, man. I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, that's a lot of money. That's a
I
lot of
know. I
money.
mean,
A
I
lot.
know one
A
thing.
lot.
We are sick of sitting home on the Sweet 16, Elite Eights, and all this, watching other teams play, and we at home eating donuts, miserable. So if
Yeah.
donuts is not if donuts is not
Well,
owed to you,
all
okay.
right, man. Have a good night. You
You
stay
too, Josh.
safe over
Appreciate you, man.
there,
Thanks, brother.
and go Big Blue. And
Go
just for
Big Blue.
tonight, go Arizona Wildcats. Beat Arkansas.
I'm okay with that. They the cats tonight. They representing for us. They just got a different name on the front of the jersey, but we know what they are.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Thanks.
sir.
All right, Josh. All right,
All
later,
right,
brother.
man. Have a good night.
You too, brother.
All right. All right.
There you have it, guys. Last phone, Marino cost us the last 10 games of the year. He was playing, trying not to make mistakes, and ended up. Yeah, it was something off about Malachi the last few games of the year. I don't but I mean he the mid season he was playing like he wasn't a freshman, but down the end he just reverted back to like yeah he's a freshman. We got to give him a little grace period. So we just got to see how it goes. We got 114 likes and it looks good. Appreciate that. One more to 115. But guys, I thank you so much, man, for coming out. A lot of you guys have been here since the camera went on. I appreciate all you guys doing that. Make sure one of the biggest things you guys can do for these videos, we have really, really great chats. Um, but when the video is over, and I get it, not many people want to go back and comment, but when the video, after the video stops and it's no longer live, if we had conversations like this after the video stopped, we would grow. The channel itself would really grow because it's after the camera goes off, it's people still wanting to talk about what went on in the video. So I'm not asking you to go over and make comments and have chats like we do here. But after the video was over, if you had time and you was able to, go over and drop some comments into the comment blocks, because that, along with the likes, it's a lot of stuff that goes to this, and it is, and I guess if that's how the system works, I guess it's just how the system works. But if you have time and if you're able to, just give the video about 5 minutes after the video is over, and just go back in and just make some comments. And believe me, and if you want to write a big comment, split it up into 2 or 3 different comments. It's about numbers with YouTube. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. But absolutely, if you can go over, Derek, the type of good to see you. If you guys can go over once the video is over and just put some comments or whatever you want to say, or it makes a big difference for the channel. And I appreciate you guys, and I feel bad, continues to ask you guys to do and do and do. But I want you guys to know that when you do it, I definitely appreciate it if you can do that. So, guys, it's been over 2 hours, almost 2 hours and 30 minutes. We got 114 likes in here. I appreciate each one of you guys for coming through to the show. Is the sun out? No, not out yet. But I appreciate you guys coming through. It means a lot to me. Until next time, we're going to play our theme song, and we're going to be out. Let me get this in here. Make sure that's right. Play our theme song. Let's hit it. Once again, after the video is over, it would mean the world to us if you can go over and comment like you comment now and just have a dialogue. It would be good. I know it's not the same as being live, but it helps the channel when we get those comments. So until next time, let's hear this song, and we out.
Stand tall. First time you watch, you're a guest in the zone. Second time around, you're your family or home. So raise your hands, let's make it loud. BBM fans strong, we're here, we're proud. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So, guys, I really appreciate you guys taking time out tonight to hang out with me. It means a lot to me. Once again, we started off wanting to do a show for 30 minutes, and now we 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I don't think you guys are ever going to let me do a 30-minute show again. But I appreciate it. And like I said, as long as you guys are here, we're going to be here. Check out the Yahoo stats on Kentucky basketball last 3 years for the seasons. You will see the talent level we had. The talent level has been amazing the last couple of years, and it fell off. It just has. And until we fix that, then we're just going to have to go through a storm. That's it. You need your intro planned that. You need your intro. Oh, on the I'm not sure if I can't even play that video right now, can I? No, I can't. Yeah, but I like the song Leah put together, and I appreciate it. She's definitely make a difference on this show, her, Leah, and BC, and I appreciate each one of them for what they do for the show. Until next time, guys, remember, we got 117 Skill Dragon. Big shout out to you. Matter of fact, you know what? I don't usually do this because I think I can do it, but hey, Skill Dragon, this is for you, my man. Well, if it wants to play, so I want to do something good, it don't want to play for me. Nah, I don't want to play. Figures. Can we do this one? Oh, I know what it is. Skill Dragon, that's for you. Thank you, Skill Dragon. And matter of fact, that's for all you guys. But Skill Dragon, you know I do that, and I appreciate what you do. The beginning of your videos. Okay, I should just do that at the beginning, huh? Hey, note taking skill. Sometimes you feel like you don't want to just buckle people down with what you got, so you just try to get into it. 'Cause some people want to just get into it, so I don't want to take it away. But you know what? I think Leah does it at the first of the show. I'm not sure, but I think she does it at the front of the show too. But we can do it front of the show and at the end of the show. We sure can. Brad, thank you so much for those words, man. I appreciate them. Throw that up on the screen too as well. Thanks, Brad. I appreciate you. Um, Bob, thank you for the suggestion as well too. Um, so all you guys, I appreciate it. Until next time. Yeah, once again, if you can, when the video is over, man, if we can get about 30 videos, 30 videos, if we can get about 30 different comments in the first 5 minutes after the video, I think YouTube would like that. So once again, don't have to, just throwing it out there. Until next time, go Cats. Thank you guys. Much love to you. Always. Much love. And to all the callers who called in tonight, much love to you. We appreciate it. Kev, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Okay. Later, guys. Go Cats. I'm going to IHOP. I didn't go to IHOP last week like I was supposed to. I'm going to IHOP today. I can't find it, but I'm going out to that. They got all these IHOPs here, but then they close them down, and don't in the whole city they only got one left. And my GPS wants to take me to one that's been closed for a long time. I'm going to find IHOP today, and I'm going to destroy those pancakes. I am. So that works too. Go in and type BBN right after the video. So I'm gonna end it right now so people can still do it. Okay, we got 36 people. 36 comments. Let's do it. Go Cats. Skill Dragon, you still making a difference, buddy. Thank you so much. We out. Don't let me beat you guys into the comments. How about that?